Dream Team, it's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with Exercise Rattlesnake. U.S. Army's most hated unit gives UK troops hell. We finna see what this is about. Before we do, make sure you subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You want to subscribe to any of it, put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me, shoot me, I talk back. You guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon and drop it in the comment section. What we got? Toughest training camp.
It's extremely grueling. We always say that we stretch you to the point where we can see all your holes.
Give me rapid. The Joint Readiness Training Center rotation is like a cricket bat in the face over and over again.
Dang. So this training is designed to push you to your absolute limit, to push you to your breaking point.
Rotation is like a cricket bat in the face over and over again.
And now the Brits are coming.
What's that, right?
I'm Sian Greszczyk, and I'm joining the Welsh Cavalry as they spend 12 days in what's known as the Box, a feared training area that's been used to test troops to their limits for decades. Meet Geronimo.
I think we are considered the most hated unit in the United States Army, and I think our soldiers really take a lot of pride in being the most despised unit that's out there.
Geronimo. So I have a lot of respect for Geronimo. I'm fighting somebody that has a ton of repetitions fighting here in this terrain that is going to absolutely give us every problem that we will likely encounter in combat.
They are effectively professional baddies. They're based at this training area and know every inch of it like the backs of their hands. Their mission is to give the visiting soldiers hell.
At the heart and soul of that.
That's dope that they're able to train together like that. You're able to go against this team who knows the terrain like the back of their hand, who constantly train here, so many repetitions. And so, like he said, it gives you like everything that you can prepare for, like in an actual battle, in an actual war, where you have to go to someone's country and they know the terrain like the back of their hand, and so they're gonna give you absolute hell, and this type of training prepares you for that. So I think that's really cool.
Their mission is to give the visiting soldiers hell.
At the heart and soul of that is act in a way today that will force your adversary or your opponent to really have to deal with a lot of problems simultaneously. And when you do that, you overwhelm them and they start to create their own problems. And I think that is really what's at the heart of how we act and our mentality.
As usual, no prisoners. Questions?
Only 3. Let my guys push through. One dead G-man down the road.
And it doesn't take long for Geronimo to start causing problems. This, the aftermath of a surprise attack.
Genesis, he got radio check before we switched them.
So, get guns facing that way, push these guys across the road, and then you can bring those guys in back.
Within my battalion, there are about 627 soldiers assigned.
God
For rotation,
dang.
I also receive about an additional 400 augmentee soldiers who just arrive just for the purpose of helping out for 1 month, and then they leave. In comparison, typically there are about 5,000 soldiers on average that will come here to train against us and fight us. So in terms of like overmatch, certainly we are the underdog, but that also plays into our favor in terms of why we're so hated is because we like playing as the guy who's operating against all odds.
Say during the day we do weapons maintenance and kind of rest because we mainly fight at night. So during the daytime we'll tend to do probe attacks sometimes, like make sure how their defenses are, their security, and then nighttime is normally when we hit them hard.
Oh snap!
If you could sneak up on somebody when they're sleeping and you kill them, and you just tell them go back to bed.
Sleep.
It's like one of the things like okay, and roll over.
Just go back to sleep.
The enemy that we're up against, this is their full-time job, so they do this day in and day out.
and it's going to be a pretty big hassle for us.
They also have off-the-shelf drones that they utilize to locate and target, and they have Nerf droplets that they drop to simulate grenades. So it's completely real world and working to create the best way to strike the enemy, but using new technology.
Our goal is we must win. And the reason we must win as the opposing force is that we believe very firmly that units learn best by losing.
Facts. Facts. You definitely learn through your failures. If you choose to learn through your failures, and those are the best learning opportunities that you can have, because you get to see what works, what doesn't work, what the other side is capable of, and you're able to prepare for all different kinds of attacks. But this is incredible. I absolutely love this video.
Firmly that units learn best by losing.
So you've got a real kit of parts, haven't you? Anything at your disposal to make life hell for... Yeah,
and these vehicles are all brand new. So one of the things that will kind of change about these is right now they just look like a plain pickup truck, but we also will mount police lights on them, ambulance lights, the orange flashing like construction worker or electric company, and so we can go out there and pretend to just be fixing a light pole and doing nothing, but we're actually utilizing that as an opportunity to maybe infiltrate a Wi-Fi network or just observe and report on activity that's in that area.
His job is to train this brigade and train us as hard as he can by... So he's already got his scouts out against me.
So why is the enemy here called Geronimo?
Their lineage goes back to the 509th Parachute Infantry Battalion, and by legend, one of the first members of the 509th was also the first members of the test platoon. The rest of the members of his unit had, said that he was going to be scared. And so he said, I'm not going to be scared when I exit this airplane for the first time, one of the first U.S. paratroopers, and I'm going to prove it to you by yelling Geronimo when I jump out of the airplane, right? And so
That's
Geronimo
crazy.
being the very famous Apache warrior from Native American culture. And so, true to his word, when he exited the aircraft, he yelled Geronimo.
That's such a cool story.
Just while we're off to that.
Meanwhile, Geronimo have now made contact with the Welsh cavalry.
We're going to get one of the antennas up, get onto zero, tell them to stop dropping people in that area. Right. Because obviously the enemies have got eyes on to be calling mortars in.
The beginning of many battles ahead.
We've got lots of training areas in the UK, some of which initially could look quite similar to this, pine trees and ferns, but then they're very small. This is on a scale that is really great to work in, because in the UK you'll come across the same wood block or the same trees again and again, and when you've been on that training area a bit, you kind of know where the enemy are likely to be hiding, and there aren't that many surprises. But in somewhere the size of this, we're constantly being surprised by Geronimo, discovering new areas and getting pushed and put to the test in a way that we just wouldn't be used to at home.
I like that.
And what's it like having the Welsh cavalry working alongside you?
So first and foremost, a phenomenal unit, incredibly professional, particularly their junior non-commissioned officers, their corporals and lance corporals, incredibly capable and professional and skilled at what they do.
So this time the British are here, do they tend to give you more grief than the others?
Honestly, no, because...
I said the British are coming, the British are coming.
Do they tend to give you more grief than the others?
Honestly, no, because we may talk a lot of smack about each other, but when it comes down to it, when we finally actually train with each other, we look forward to it and learn from one another.
This isn't the Super Bowl. This isn't the end point. Sorry, that would be like the Champions League Cup. This isn't the end. This is just a point on our way to being ready. And ultimately, we hope we don't have to compete in that really final event, real combat.
Big time.
And so this is meant to push us really beyond our limits, to prepare us for that eventuality.
What's your message to the Welsh cavalry?
I have no message for the Welsh cavalry. I'll be there to shoot you soon.
Next time, come with me as I explore the history behind Fort Polk in Louisiana. The state has been home to training US soldiers since before World War II. And a big exclusive with the head of Forces Command, 4-star General Garrett, talks about the importance of the defence relationship between the United States and the UK. Sean Grezchek, Forces News, Fort Polk, Louisiana.
I love that. I love that video. That was
If you
really
enjoyed
cool.
this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.
That's just really cool. But that's all we got for this one. If you guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media and Patreon are all up top. If you want to subscribe to any of it, put all the links in the description. All you gotta do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me, human, I'll talk back. If you guys got a favorite video suggestion, you can subscribe to Patreon or drop it in the I already said that. I love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy Neal. Out.